Welcome to the 2025 town election results on HCAM TV. Hosted by Tom Dappy and Mike Terosian. With special guest, Hopkins Town Clerk, Connor Deegan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the town election results. It is now 8 o'clock. The polls are closed. And Connor Deegan should be entering the building. He could not be here for the election because he's on the ballot. So he should be just entering the building now, getting all the tabulations ready for us, and he'll bring it in. So, Tom, let's tell us, what do we have for races?
Well, we got two contested races. We got the three-man race for the two three-year open seats on Select Board. Shadul Manan, Jeff Doyle, and Matt Kisner. And then you have a contested race for Board of Assessors, a three-year seat between Peter Mimo and Frederick Mayer. And that's about it. No questions this year.
Yeah, and Mimo, he's also running for two seats. He's running for a spot on Planning Board as well, which, again, is uncontested. So he'll get that. A lot of races. So we have the Select Board, Town Moderator, Town Clerk, like I said, Connor Deegan, who is running unopposed. He will be with us shortly to give us all the tabulations from the 5 precincts. Board of Assessors was the other contestant. Board of Health, Board of Library Trustees, Cemetery Commissioner, Commissioner of Parks and Rec, Commissioner of Trust Funds, Constable, Housing Authority, and again, Planning Board, School Committee. And there was 2 for School Committee. One was a 3-year term and one was for a 1-year term.
Well, I think everybody does such a great job that there was no reason to contest a lot of these candidates.
Well, a lot of them, too, it just was an effective re-election, too. There was some spots that they had a hard time filling, and people stepped up. And I'm going to name one of my friends is Nancy Kavanaugh, who ran for School Committee. This will be her final year running. She does have a child in the 9th grade. She said she will not run again after this, but she stepped up because there was nobody. So that could have been an empty seat, which would have made it a 4-person board. And instead of seeing that happen, she stepped up and did another 3 years.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm hoping more people get involved down the road. Good to see, for Select Board, more people getting involved. Jeff Doyle and Matt Kisner are new candidates for that position. And Matt Kisner, well known from town meetings.
Well known.
He's on the Board of Appropriations and does a great job describing certain articles and what's happening financially.
With the Capitol, he is very in tune. He is one of the best dressed at town meeting with the bright Hawaiian shirts all the time, which is his signature. Which I thought he was going to show up at candidates night in the debate wearing his signature outfit, but instead he dressed it up and wore a suit.
Well, you know, it's because I was hosting. He had to be,
yes, he said he had to. He could not let you dress better than him, so that's what he did say. Town Moderator, Zachary Kozin, he's new to the scene. We saw a little bit of him at town meeting where he had to step in for a couple articles because conflict of interest with Connor and so forth. So I think one was the pay raise and the second was the moving town meeting to Saturdays. Yeah. So that was nice to see. And again, you see these names, all these people running for re-election. Kyle Smith for Parks and Rec, Commissioner of the Trust, Susan Kuris. It's great to see that these people, Stanley Polnick, you know, you see him all the time on every, I mean, since I started working here in HCAM 21 years ago.
Yeah.
And when I came to town in '87, I always see Stanley Polnick's name on. He's a long time volunteer. And again, we say we're running for election. These are volunteers. It's nothing political. These are people that want to serve the community.
Right.
So.
But yeah, good candidates this year. I was very impressed with all 3 Select Board candidates at the debate. I thought they all answered the questions very well. They all knew their stuff. I don't think you could lose.
No, the town's not going to lose in this election at all.
Absolutely.
You have some great volunteers. Shadul, who's our incumbent, who served the board for many years and will continue to serve, and he serves the board very well. Jeff Doyle, back in town. Here's the townie, the homegrown Hopkintonian, and he's back, and he's going to be you know, he's looking for a spot, and again, he wants to serve, you know, and he couldn't.
Yep.
You know, let's face it, we know that it costs a lot of money to live in this town, you know, and
Right.
he just couldn't do it at the time, and now he's able to do it. His kids are grown, and kids are growing up, and he's ready to serve this community. And even if he loses tonight, that's not going to stop him. He's going to serve one way or the other.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, he seems like someone very interested in serving, and he clearly did a lot of prep work for the debate. You know, he's a newcomer to the select board seat, and he really knew his stuff. So I think all these candidates are ready to go if they're elected tonight.
Right. And we'll find that out shortly, who wins those two contested races as we keep. Sorry, I keep looking this way because that's where Connor comes in, and he's when he's ready, and then we let him take over. But Tom, we got a lot of stuff going on at HCAM between programming and sports. Let's get the sports out of the way. What do we got coming up this week?
Well, right before this program tonight with the live results,
Yep.
I was outside at the turf fields, and it's a bit cold out there, I must admit. A little chilly out there, folks.
It's always cool. No matter how nice of a day it is, when you are at the fields, when you start at the top, fields 1 and 2, the baseball field and the old football field, it's usually whatever the temperature is in town. And then once you start going down to the other fields, the wind kicks up and the temperature drops about 10 degrees each level you go. So
Yeah.
I don't care. If it's 75 degrees out and I got to cover a softball game on the turf field, I'm wearing a winter jacket and a hat.
Yeah, and tomorrow, well, it was girls lacrosse today, their senior day, nice win against Dedham. They ended up getting the 15-4 win, so great senior day win,
good for
and
them.
way to get back in the win column after a tough loss to Medfield on Saturday. So glad to see the girls win their senior day game. And tomorrow we got a couple more senior days that'll be live on HCAM. We have Hiller baseball and softball, both games at 5 p.m. We'll have both games live for you. And our good friend from Westwood Media Center, Morgan Donahue, is going to come down and help us out with the
Excellent,
softball
excellent.
game while I do some baseball. So it's going to be a good time. It's going to be even a little more chilly than it was today,
it
tomorrow,
will.
so I'm going to bundle up. But it should be some good baseball and softball under the lights, and they'll celebrate their seniors as well. Two terrific teams that hopefully will have some big playoff runs.
And I'm going to be close to the road. I'm going to cover the tennis senior
Yes.
day. The tennis club, which we don't broadcast, which is almost an impossible task of the way the layout is.
Yeah,
Unless,
unfortunately. We'd love to, and you know, maybe someday we'll be able to have some kind of arrangement where we can.
maybe we
but-
have a drone or something that can do it, because the fields not only is a chain link fence, but
Well, we could put you up there on a
right.
ladder. And
yeah, no, not happening. But I'm gonna tomorrow. I'll be covering the senior day events and
Yeah, so
get
we're
some interviews and watch some of the matches. So that'll be fun.
Absolutely.
That's the first
and
time.
we're sending Matt Clark to girls golf.
That's right,
So
girls golf,
we got all 4 senior days covered tomorrow. And
which you can see on HKM News.
yeah, you'll be able to see the highlights, the senior day festivities on HCAM News, or possibly HCAM Sports Talk, or possibly both. We'll see. But we're going to cover all the senior days for these great teams. It's been a fantastic spring season. Pretty much every team is, you know, in the realm of a playoff spot. And most of them are going to qualify. In fact, most of them have qualified already. Baseball, softball, girls lacrosse, boys lacrosse are all in, and both tennis teams are in as well. So we have those 4 senior days tomorrow on Tuesday. And then Wednesday we got the last boys volleyball game of
Yep.
the season. They'll be taking on Dighton Rehoboth. And, you know, it's the first season of Hiller boys volleyball, but what fun it's been to watch this team. They've improved as the season has gone on, and this program is just going to keep getting better.
As I got to view and broadcast a few of those games, each game got better. They play very hard. They are not blown out by any means. And these games are going anywhere from 3 to 5 matches. You know, it's not just a 3 and done.
Yeah.
And they stay with it, and they look very good. A lot of power. It's different from watching the girls in the fall. It's a lot faster, a lot stronger game. and just the improvement of this team throughout the season has been awesome to watch.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I filled in last week when they took on Nipmuc, who's the 7th best team in the state in the Division I bracket, which is Hopkinson's bracket. And you got the 49th best playing the 7th best. And they lost in 3 sets, but every set was close.
Yeah.
I think it was 25-18, and then the other 2 were 25-17. So
Yeah.
3 very close sets, and that's the type of matches this team's been having. So I'm looking forward to watching this program continue to build and just get better and better, and they'll be right there with all the other Hiller teams
And as
before
a
you know it.
broadcaster, and as a broadcaster and a fan, it is so much fun to watch when they are close games. And you know, yes, I am a homer. I do the Hillers, love them. But you know, even when they lose, as long as they play a great game, and
Yep.
they really do entertain the crowd.
And then last but certainly not least, for senior days, we have boys lacrosse on Thursday, and they will be taking on Norwood in what should be a very good game. That's Thursday at 6:30. We'll have the boys lacrosse senior day festivities as well as their final regular season home game against Norwood, so that should be a good one. And, you know, they'd like to take the win in that one. They're in the playoffs, but you want to keep getting those wins and get those home playoff games in the state tournament.
Absolutely. And we have some.
And then, Friday, baseball
Friday.
at Mahan Field.
Yeah.
One of my favorite places to broadcast.
I knew you weren't going to leave this one out.
Yes, baseball at Mahan Field. They're taking on Natick, 7 p.m. game. They have a beautiful press box there, which I really enjoy. So looking forward to that one. And as far as the Saturday tournament game, we'll see what happens Friday, and then play it from there. But we might have baseball Saturday too. But we'll let you know about that for sure.
Excellent.
In the coming days.
And you get to see all that stuff on hcam.tv website. All the games are up there as well. And of course, you can watch them right from our YouTube channel, youtube.com/hcamtv.
That's right.
And a lot of other programming going on in town
Yeah,
too.
you got
Tom.
some stuff going on. What's
Got
going
a
on?
lot of stuff going on, and I can't wait. We got some new programs coming up. Our latest and one of our newest programs, Hot Topics, with retired Chief Ken Clark. It's a podcast
show.
that we film as a podcast.
Love it.
And right now we're airing the episode with retired firefighter Bill Hamilton, where they talk about firefighting over the years and a lot of firefighting history that he brought to this town. Way back when his grandfather was a firefighter to his career, and he's been retired a long time too, which is great to say because you know you see all these people work all their lives, they retire, and then they're not with us anymore. But Bill Hamilton's still with us, and you get to see Bill Hamilton's articles a lot in the Independent. He does a lot of town history writing, and usually like every other month he submits an article in the Hopkins Independent. So that's great to see. And future shows with Chief Clark's Hot Topics. You're going to have Deputy Fire Chief Lynn Moorhan from the Ashland Fire Department, where she talks about her firefighting camp for girls that she developed last 6 years ago, and many other projects that he brings up. And it's a great show, too, because what he does, he just talks about the fire service. He doesn't talk about particular calls or critiques it. One of my favorite shows that's coming up in the future is where he interviews his brother, Fran Clark, who's a longtime firefighter here in town as well. And they bring up a lot of what we like to call war stories. So that's a lot of fun. We just taped some new episodes of Beacon Hill Update with State Representative Rita DeRosa. And his latest episode that's coming out is he's talking about the arts in Hopkinton. He sat down with Kelly Grill, Darlene Hayes, and Chelsea, I forget her last name. She's a teacher at the Marathon School and an art teacher as well. And they talk about all the arts that are going on in Hopkinton, where we're at now and where they're looking to grow. As you know, the art scene in Hopkinton is growing immensely. They already grown out of the spot here on Hayden Row. They opened up studio space on South Street, and they're looking to partner with the town and rent out the center school. So a lot of big things happening in the Hopkins art scene. That's nice to see.
Yeah, I think they're going to do some great things with the center school. They're going to have some cool activities going on in there and some good arts and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
we got a lot of plans for that
we might
place.
actually finally get a youth facility that we've been looking for a long time. Youth center has been talked about for many, many years in this community, and just can't seem to get off the ground. But they're finally building up some steam. So other great shows, Ed Harrow's Ed Talks. He just got done interviewing Dan McIntyre, talking about the Horribles Parade. As everyone knows, the Horribles Parade, it's not a big roving, moving water balloon fight. It is an actual parade. Starts at the Common, ends at the Common, goes clockwise up Hayden Row, down Grove Street, down Pleasant Street, back up Main Street. And you got a lot of fire trucks, you got a lot of floats, people marching. It's a great time. It goes way back to the 30s and 40s, and it started right there on Elm Street by Dan McIntyre's grandfather. Real short story about that. Dan McIntyre's grandfather worked at Avery in Avery the Dennison plant in Framingham, which manufactures all the different paper.
Yeah.
And so he used to bring scraps home, and well, 4th of July, it was a big party on Elm Street. All the neighbors and all the families would get together and party. So they gave the kids something to do. They says, hey, why don't you decorate your bikes and your carriages with all this paper, and let's make a parade. And boom, the Horribles Parade was grown. And the Horribles Parade, it's a New England tradition. A lot of people don't understand.
Right.
Not from being from New England. They don't understand that Horribles Parade, it's not exactly horrible, but it's not exactly the parade like our 300th anniversary, where we had all these national bands come in and the Shriners and all these big groups come in to march. But it's just a local. It was meant to, when it became big in townwide, it was meant to make fun of town government. What's going on in town? Not necessarily, the Republicans make fun of the Democrats make fun of the Republicans.
All in good fun.
It was all in good fun. They'd make fun of projects that were going on, or whatever the hot topic going on in town was. They'd find a way to pick fun at it,
Right.
Like they made fun of Ed Harrow, this last one, and they made him Billboard Man of the Year. Well, he wasn't Billboard Magazine Man of the Year, but he was Man of the Year because he got rid of the billboards on Hayden Row. So up there by Conley's Farm.
That's where those went.
Yeah. So thank you, Ed. So it's a nice little story. A lot of good stuff coming out that. Also coming up is another Highlights from the Hill. It's going to be the last one with our Superintendent of Schools, Carol Kavanaugh, who is retiring come July 1. Or June 30th, I guess. I guess she's retired June 30th, and Evan Bishop starts on July 1. So it's going to be a nice little interview with her. That's coming up. We're taping that soon. And a lot of good things going on.
Well, we also got TVL Sportsnet returning.
Yes. What we got coming up on that?
That is going to show you a lot of what has happened throughout the TVL during these crazy weeks of the spring season. And then we're going to have playoff coverage. There's going to be a ton of TVL teams in the state tournament. So we're going to be following some of those teams around and getting highlights and interviews and all kinds of fun stuff. So it's going to be a pretty action-packed show these next few weeks as we start to get into the postseason. And I think we have someone coming down the aisle right now.
I see a lot of papers in his hand. That means we have to stop filling. But I'd like to take this moment right now to introduce the man of the hour. The only one people wants to hear about is our town clerk, Connor Deegan. Connor, come on in and share the news.
Mike, you're too modest. You know that everyone tuned out as soon as you said you were passing off the mic to me. Good evening. So we have the results for the annual town election of 2025. I'll read each precinct individually in order of their ballot order, starting with Precinct 1. For Select Board, Shahidul Hassan Manan, 98. Jeffrey Doyle, 81. Matthew Kisner, 111. Write-ins 3, blanks 37. For moderator, Zachary Kosan, 114. Write-ins 2, blanks 49. Town clerk, Connor Bartley Deegan, 128. Write-ins 0, blanks 37. Board of Assessors, Peter Mark Mimo, 91. Frederick Mayer, 53. Write-ins 1, blanks 20. Board of Health, Raymond Malcolm Smith, 117. Write-in 0, blanks 48. Library Trustees, Susan Porter, 127. Stanley Polnick, 122. Write-ins 1, blanks 80. Cemetery Commissioner, Regina Harper, 117. Write-ins 0, blanks 48. Commissioners of Parks and Recreation, Kyle Smith, 117. Write-in 1, blanks 47. Commissioners of Trust Funds, Susan Curries, 120. Write-in 0, blanks 45. Constable, Amy Eileen Groves, 115. Write-in 3, blank 47. Housing Authority, Beth Malloy, 116. Write-in 2, blank 47. Planning Board, Amna Dewan, 114. Peter Mark Mimo, 120. Write-in 0, blanks 96. School Committee for 3 years, Nancy Richards Kavanaugh, 124. Write-ins 3, blanks 38. School Committee 1 year, Kyla McSweeney, 121. Write-ins 3, blanks 41. Precinct 2. Select Board, Shahidul Manan, 175. Jeffrey Doyle, 164. Matthew Kisner, 160. Write-in 2, blanks 83. Town Moderator, Zachary Kosan, 202. Write-in 0, blanks 90. Town Clerk, Connor Deegan, 233. Write-in 0, blanks 59. Board of Assessors, Peter Mimo, 154. Frederick Mayer, 112. Write-in 0, blanks 26. Board of Health, Raymond Malcolm Smith, 214. Write-in 0, blanks 78. Susan Porter, Library Trustee, Susan Porter, 209. Stanley Polnick, 211. Write-in 0, blanks 164. Cemetery Commissioner, Regina Harper, 204. Write-in 0, blank 88. Commissioners of Parks and Rec, Kyle Smith, 202. Write-in 0, blanks 90. Commissioners of Trust Funds, Susan Curries, 209. Write-in 0, blank 83. Constable, Amy Groves, 207. Write-in 2, blanks 83. Housing Authority, Beth Malloy, 206. Write-in 0, blank 86. Planning Board, Amna Dewan, 197. Peter Mimo, 199. Write-in 1, blanks 187. School Committee 3 year, Nancy Richards Kavanaugh, 213. Write-in 4, blank 75. School Committee 1 year, Kyla McSweeney, 214. Write-in 0, blanks 78. For Precinct 3, Shahidul Manan, 134. Jeffrey Doyle, 161. Matthew Kisner, 177. Write-in 1, blank 77. Moderator, Zachary Kosan, 200. Write-in 1, blank 74. Town Clerk, Connor Deegan, 226. Write-in 0, blanks 49. Board of Assessors, Peter Memo, 150. Frederick Mayer, 97. Write-in, 0. Blanks, 28. Board of Health, Raymond Malcolm Smith, 193. Write-in, 0. Blank, 82. Library Trustees, Susan Porter, 198. Stanley Polnick, 190. Write-in, 1. Blanks, 161. Cemetery Commission, Regina Harper, 191. Write-in, 0. Blank, 84. Parks and Rec, Kyle Smith, 192. Write-in, 0. Blank, 83. Commissioners of Trust Funds, Susan Curries, 204. Write-in, 0. Blanks, 71. Constable, Amy Groves, 192. Write-in, 2. Blanks, 81. Housing Authority, Beth Malloy, 185. Write-in, 3. Blank, 87. Planning Board, Amna Dwan, 183. Peter Memo, 190. Write-in, 1. Blanks, 176. School Committee, 3 years. Nancy Richards Kavanaugh, 191. Write-in, 7. Blank, 77. School Committee, 1 year. Kyla McSweeney, 191. Write-in, 4. Blank, 80. For Precinct 4, Select Board, Shahidul Manan, 122. Jeffrey Doyle, 106. Matthew Kisner, 154. Write-in, 2. Blank, 32. Town Moderator, Zachary Adam Kosan, 148. Write-in, 5. Blank, 55. Town Clerk, Connor Deegan, 174. Write-in, 2. Blank, 32. Board of Assessors, Peter Memo, 129. Frederick Mayer, 52. Write-in, 0. Blank, 27. Board of Health, Raymond Smith, 155. Write-in, 1. Blanks, 52. Board of Library Trustees, Susan Porter, 164. Stanley Polnick, 160. Write-in, 1. Blank, 91. Cemetery Commissioner, Regina Harper, 148. Write-in, 1. Blank, 59. Parks and Rec, Kyle Smith, 144. Write-in, 1. Blank, 63. Commissioners Trust Funds, Susan Curries, 153. Write-in, 1. Blank, 54. Constable, Amy Groves, 157. Write-in, 2. Number of blanks, 49. Housing Authority, Beth Malloy, 151. Write-in, 3. Blank, 54. Planning Board, Amna Dewan, 145. Peter Memo, 150. Write-in, 1. Blank, 120. School Committee, 3 year. Nancy Richards Kavanaugh, 154. Write-in, 1. Blanks, 53. School Committee, 1 year. Kyla McSweeney, 153. Write-in, 2. Blanks, 53. And last but not least, Precinct 5. Select Board, Shahidul Manan, 211. Jeffrey Doyle, 190. Matthew Kisner, 199. Write-in, 3. Blank, 83. Town Moderator, Zachary Kosan, 258. Write-in, 2. Blank, 83. Town Clerk, Connor Deegan, 277. Write-in, 2. Blanks, 64. Board of Assessors, Peter Memo, 220. Frederick Mayer, 101. Write-in, 0. Blanks, 22. Board of Health, Raymond Malcolm Smith, 254. Write-in, 1. Blanks, 88. Board of Library Trustees, Susan Porter, 255. Stanley Polnick, 254. Write-ins, 2. Blanks, 175. Cemetery Commissioner, Regina Harper, 263. Write-in, 0. Blanks, 80. Parks and Rec, Kyle Smith, 259. Write-in, 0. Blanks, 84. Commissioners of Trust Funds, Susan Curries, 260, write-in 1, blank 82. Constable Amy Groves, 263, write-in 1, blank 79. Housing Authority Beth Malloy, 256, write-in 1, blank 86. Planning Board Amna Dewan, 241, Peter Memo, 254, write-in 5, blank 186. School Committee Nancy Richards Kavanaugh, 259, write-in 4, blank 80. School Committee 1 year, Kyla McSweeney, 262, write-in 4, blank 77. And with that, we conclude the reading of the unofficial results of the town election, but I do want to just say a quick thank you to all the voters who took the time to come out today and vote. You know, it's tough, especially when there's no ballot questions, but we appreciate everyone making the time. And also have to give a shout out to HCAM for coming in and making sure that people know about how they vote went in real time.
So, Connor, thank you very much for taking the time, and congratulations on a successful re-election.
Thank you.
Question, did you get the total of voters that came out tonight?
I don't have the total yet. I'll have to stack all these up.
Okay. I saw the unofficial, it was around 1,100, around 7 o'clock.
Yeah, around 7 o'clock, it was 1192. So I'm hoping that, you know, we kind of get up closer to that we got close to that 10% mark. So,
Which we always like to see at a regular election.
yeah.
Well, I could see you voted.
Yes, I did.
Oh, my sticker's gone.
I was one of the first ones in there this morning. I got in, and then I couldn't be in the polls for most of the day because the polls are open. I'm a candidate, so I can't be in there. So I had to go work at the office.
And by the way, you know if town meeting set any records this year with length of time?
Well, my assistant decided to look into it, and he said the last time that he saw the furthest back where a town meeting didn't record going on to a second day was apparently in like 91.
Wow.
So it's been a little while, but you know, I have some good hopes for Zach Koson, and we'll make a good team up there and get everything going and keep things moving.
Well, you did a great job as always.
Thank you very much.
Thank you again, Connor. We
Appreciate
appreciate
it.
you
Great
taking
job,
the time out. And congratulations again for another
Congratulations.
successful
Thank you very
bid for town clerk. So, Tom, I know math is not your best subject, but I saw you adding up all these votes.
Yes, I was
So
adding it up.
what do all those numbers mean?
I had to do it as we were going because
Yeah.
if I try to do it all at the end,
No, you can't do it. You're not that good.
It was very close.
Very close.
Very close. Here's the unofficial final tally. Shahadul Manan, 740. Jeff Doyle, 702. And Matt Kisner, 801 for Select Board. So that means Matt Kisner and Shahadul Manan won those two open seats. But Jeff Doyle, very close. I mean,
Very close.
740 for that second seat, 702 for Doyle. So very close select board race. And then in the other contested race, Board of Assessors, Peter Mimo had 744 and Frederick Mayer 415. So a pretty close race there as well.
That's great. You know what always surprises me, too, is how many blanks that he reads off on all these. It's like,
Yeah, how could you go blank on a contested race?
well, people just come in, vote for their friends, vote for their neighbors
That's
or something, and or just vote for what they consider matters. Because when you go on uncontested, all you need is one vote to win.
Right.
So blanks don't matter. But again, congratulations to Shadul Menon and to Matt Kisner. Great run and race. Great candidates. I tell you, I love seeing these guys at Meet the Candidates Night and the HCAM Candidates Debate. They were all fantastic. And it was great to see. And, you can't, not everyone can win.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, in the case of Jeff Doyle, to come into town government for your first time and get that amount of votes, very impressive.
It's very good. So I think that's going to wrap things up, Tom. Why don't you send us out of here?
All right. Well, congratulations to all who were elected and all who ran, and thank you for your willingness to serve the great community of Hopkinton. But that is going to wrap up our coverage for tonight. For Mike Terosian and John Ritz on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.